I got a new car for my job. My truck was needing alignment again, so I have to go under and do all the wheel bearings and everything. But I wanted to say something about this song. If I didn't say it already, I have to go back through all my videos. This one, Papa Don't Preach. Gonna keep my baby. I could write this chapter about my first baby. I'm gonna say this, that I'm very scared right now because I keep getting death threats on my kids still, and I know it's witchcraft. The first chapter I wrote about was about 9/11/01, how the Wicca grew, and that 9/11 meant that there was an emergency in America. Well, more people know how to do Wicca, and I don't like it. There's so many people around that has even done Ouija boards and said they are witches to my face around my surroundings where I live. But for them to write this song, when I found out, I started studying the music and I saw stuff about Madonna and Joan Crawford about the clowns, like the Wee Man clown. There were like little midgets. I don't know what Wee Man has to do with it, with Johnny Knoxville, but there was little clown people with midgets that Joan Crawford had her picture taken with, and they had like little clown outfits with it matches the outfit that Annie Lennox is wearing in the video. I can't find them right now, but I used to Snapchat them. Somehow Joan Crawford knew the little midget clowns from back in the day when they started making movies, but and then they put the Lighter Shade of Pale video with the clown outfit with Annie Lennox on one of the, like, Today Show or something. I forget what video it is, but she's wearing the same clown outfit that the little clown midgets were wearing with Joan Crawford. And then Madonna, there was a video where Joan Crawford and Betty Davis, I think it was Betty Davis, wore the gloves with the lace on them, and they had their hair all done up with the little headbands like Madonna wore back in the 80s. So it's like that's how they got Madonna's image, was from Joan Crawford and Betty Davis. From my studies, I didn't go very far into it, if I haven't said it before, but I'm very curious. I want to do more studies, but I'm working so much that I haven't done it yet. But this song, Papa Don't Preach, came out when I was having my first baby. And a lot of songs tie into my first real relationship with my daughter's dad. It was almost as if, we didn't have any communication after I had the baby very much. We had a little bit of conversations, but not much. And then it's like in the music, like Wonderwall or Champagne Supernova is all leading up to, it sounds like the Oasis back in the beginning of time, with Paradise. Adam and Eve had a paradise. Like, these Wicca people are into the opposite of what God did, and they went seeking the divine association, is all I can say. Is like the people walking the earth, like as if we get to come back, in reincarnation, which a lot of people don't think about that. We don't, when we're Christians, we don't think about this kind of stuff. But apparently the Wicca delved into somewhere where people don't go, and it reminds me of the Twilight Zone song. They go to the place where it's prohibited in the Bible to go to. How they made their music and a message, to where we would never figure out what they were doing behind our backs. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, I'm curious. I want to know if this is a fact or not, but I want to keep on studying and figuring stuff out someday because I'm only 50. Tomorrow's my birthday, but, I got 50 more years on this earth, hopefully, if I don't die. I'm praying that I do. But that these people have went way beyond humble ability that God loves, for that we are taught in church. They totally took the wrong path, the black path, to find, it's kind of like an organized crime that they've done. If you listen to Champagne Supernova, I'm the Champagne Supernova in the sky. It's like they are watching us. How do they watch us? I don't know. I don't do Wicca. I don't do spying. I don't like stalking, but I feel like it's almost like the Conjuring movie where people are stalked, or the Ghostbusters, Ghost Hunters. People actually follow people, that are into black magic or voodoo or whatever, and I feel like I'm being followed. And I was told a couple years ago that I am being followed by wicked people, and I know I am. I just don't know how to get it out there to where people can believe me, because they're in a secret world, that people don't see what is actually happening to me. Like, these people use baby dolls, for real, toys, to do their black magic, pictures. They use whatever they want to do their wickedness against other people, to cause harm or to cause their life to go into a downward spiral. It's a very, very bad hate crime that these people do it. I'm afraid that I'm going to die, or somebody close to me is going to die, because I'm learning too much about what these people do. I know more that I don't want to say right now about people that I went to school with, that it would blow people's minds, that I know. It's like the movie The Fly. These people are really bad. But maybe when I get bold enough, or this stuff does start coming to an end, that I will be able to speak my mind and know, and be able to tell more people what I know about what they actually do in our environment. It's very, very, very disgusting to me that these people went way and above and beyond to make sure that I don't have a relationship today. But I'm kind of happy that I don't have a relationship, because I've lived a good life already. My friend is passed away. My love of my life is gone, and since 2003, which I've said before. But when I get validated, from authority or anybody else, or if this ever comes out to the whole entire world, that what these people are doing to our whole nation, that they have filtered through to Hollywood, all around America, because it's the universal, music is the universal language, that they don't want busted, but they put messages out there. And the songs fit my life, just like Papa Don't Preach. I don't know. I just know that I can write my book about, in line with the music when it came out, if I wanted to. I might one day. You never know. It depends on if this ever comes full blown, to let the whole entire nation know what's going on. But I know it's tied into 9/11. And now here's another song on the radio, which I've already spoke about, I think. I think the police are corrupted. We have too many officials in the world today, and they want their quota, and they want their money in the courthouse. But it used to be, back in the day, gas was 99 cents, cigarettes were 99 cents. You could put a couple dollars in your gas and have a half tank, and now, today it took me like $28 to get a full tank, which is good on this car, not in my truck, but the inflation is getting higher. Everything that we do, the world is supposed to be for the children and the adults. Forget about that, and now there's a lot of abuse in the world, and I just see the connection in this song. While the song is playing, I'll say it. The group is called Police, and I'll be watching you, which I love Sting. I love the Police, the artist. He's one of my favorites since I was a kid. And when my friend, when we were in high school, Sting had sang the song "Set Them Free." Well, I did ask him, my love of my life in high school, if he was seeing anybody, and he said yes. And that was "Set Them Free" for me.
Labor Day weekend 1983 that was spending its
1983.
consecutive week.
Me and my love of my life were in high school together in 1985. He was a senior, I was in ninth grade. You can hear this guy talking on the radio. He was in our class 1985. The DJ. He's good. But I like the fact that he is like all 80s. But I'm going to close this. I don't know if I said too much, that I really can't talk about. Someday I will get it all put together. I don't know when or how I'm going to do it. Till I figure out, if anybody else knows what I know. But Joan Crawford was the mommy dearest lady, adopted the daughter and everything. And I don't know what they delved into, what they did for the Hollywood back in the day, but they made a mess. And it trickled down into my generation for some reason. I don't know what the big deal is. But it's about black magic is all I know. And I'm getting the song, Where Did You Come From? Where Did You Go? Where Did You Come From? Cotton Eye Joe. One of the guys I dated reminds me of Cinderella Man, actually, by Eminem. And the Rehab song by the bartender Rehab. This guy actually took my car, and he ended up getting a ticket while I was in Florida. I was so mad. That matches the Rehab song. But anyways, this guy is like the witch that followed me when I was a little girl. It's her son that looks like the Karate Kid bully and that wears the skull mask, the blonde. He's a twin to him. You Get Me Closer to God now by 9 Inch Nails. He would be the boy looking through the circle window as if he was watching his mom do wicked stuff with the dark-haired guy. But anyways, it's all about witchcraft in that video. You Get Me Closer to God. But anyways, I forget where I was going with it with him. I forgot what I have to go back through the video and look at it, what I was saying. Because I know I was talking about the Rehab songs and Gorilla Man. They called his mom the witch, and I know she was the one that followed me when I was a little girl, and that was like stealing Cinderella. I felt I was adopted, and I felt like I was always out of place, like a misfit when I was growing up because I didn't feel like I fit in with my family. But I have to go back through this video and think about what I was saying. I forgot. I was hoping to save the witch's son because she started getting him on meth when he was about 13. And I felt like he needed a mother when I dated him. And he was really good for me there for a little while. And then things got really bad as if he wasn't allowed to date me. Like she must have got really mad, but she's very evil. They're very, very bad people. Like Tippecanoe and Tyler too is the theme for our hometown. And there was a war around Tippecanoe and Tyler too about an Indian was very wicked Indian. I have to go back and read it to be able to say it on my video. But these people are into very wicked stuff about where did you come from? Where did you go? Oh, that boy's the witch's mother. Her mother, so it would be her son's grandmother, her last name Cotton. And I did a biography on the Cotton gin when I was about 3rd grade. and Eli Whitney. And I would never forget that. But the name Cotton is in his family. Where did all these people come to my hometown? Why did they come here? Because they didn't grow up here. They found the divine association, I believe, in my hometown and decided to ruin our lives. And I don't know what it has to do with Tippecanoe and Tyler too, but my town has a cobblestone street that they laid asphalt over, and it really upsets me because I had a dream in 2003 when my friend passed away that people were going to come all around the world to see this black lizard that was the devil be locked up near one of our corners. I don't want to say the company name. The wind was blowing real lightly, was warm weather. Curtains were blowing in the breeze. There was no windows. There was no locks. The elderly and the teens were all together, formed together. Like everybody respected everybody, and everybody came around all over and drove and had cars, horses, and carriage walked from all over the world to come watch the devil be locked up. So, oh, and here's a song that reminds me. This is the Sledgehammer. But anyways, this song is important, Sledgehammer. If you listen to the words, I think it's Illuminati made. At that time when they made the Sledgehammer, it was not Illuminati yet. I think it was just starting. But anyways, the black lizard was chained and bound into the building on the corner of Main and another side street, but I don't want to say out loud. That he was tantalizing young boys because he was gay to try to kiss, as the little boys walked by. But there was a cobblestone road. The weather was so great, and it reminds me of the song 7 by Prince. So we are definitely in Revelation. Somebody had done something wicked. But this song, Sledgehammer, I want to listen to the words. There's a newsman in the race. I think from Channel 7. I don't know. I'm gonna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Your sledgehammer. Be my testimony. If I get him closer to God, I think it's about the witch's son. He was mean, but when he was good, he was really good. Like he was being pulled backwards. Be your honey bee. He was called back. That's what his Aunt Rebecca said. That the devil kept calling him back. And the devil, in that scenario, would be the drug dealer. Into this illusion, the illusionist. My name. Sledgehammer. In this song, he says, I kicked the habit. Testimony. So he's off drugs. Sledgehammer. In Iggy Azalea. What about it? I'm bringing 88 back. I was graduating in 1988. I'm waiting for the verse. I'm talking to myself in my car on my job. But I want to get this out here because these people manipulated society. I'm afraid that I'm going to get killed. I'm afraid that my people are going to get killed because of these people. I kick the habit. Shed my skin. That's like Adam and Eve, the snake. The new stuff, the new age music, like Dark Horse, Katy Perry's Roar. See, I'll come dancing in. Show me. Show. I will shelter you. I don't know if I have the words right. And then there's a song, The Big Time, by Peter Gabriel. And me and my kids, when my kids were in high school, the song was Peter Gabriel for me, In Your Eyes. I get so tired working hard for our survival. And It's a Hard Knock Life by Jay-Z. I love that song. We always say that because I struggled raising my girls because I was a single mom. And I grew up with music and I love the music. So I always put music to my life, and it seemed to I always thought it came from God. And then now I'm finding out as I get older it was manipulated. That they put, even if you watch the closer Nine Inch Nails, it looks wicked. And you see this boy looking out, like he's going, oh my gosh, watching all this satanic crap. So, and I had gotten that song when I was in 2003 when my friend had passed away. I'm talking about different people here, but I can't get it all straight until I actually put it all down, and I get validation from if anybody else ever figures out what I'm talking about. But I'm so scared I'm going to die for knowing this stuff. Because I'm followed. I have a hard day every day of my life. It is mostly in secret. Like, I've been having migraines just like I did back when I lived in Piqua, but anyway, they baby doll and they sew. I don't know why. I know a little bit why I can feel witchcraft around me is because I'm depressed. I was depressed as a kid because something really bad happened to me. I wanted to die because I thought the world was supposed to be great, because you were born in innocence. And then my friend had passed away. I got into a major, major depression. When he passed, I felt like I died. When he died, I felt him die. And I feel so bad. I felt guilty for not stopping him from dying and not being at the hospital, but that was out of my control. So I'm going to close this. Maybe someday I'll answer people if I ever get this out there and people get curious as me and want to figure out what Illuminati done or where it came from, how it got started, why all the pictures of Joan Crawford in them are mocking, or why Madonna. I love Madonna. So I want to know why the pictures are matching and why the videos are matching the olden days and what message are they trying to send out? Are they trying to get attention like little kids that they didn't get attention? So they had to put messages and stuff to see if anybody noticed. I mean, because that reminds me of a kid. See if anybody notices, the little things that they did. Somebody had control. And when Prince I found a picture of Prince, I think by Sheila E. with slave written on his cheek, like he was a slave to Illuminati. So I want to get this, out here and said, and hopefully people can hear me. Because I'm not being crazy. People think I'm crazy, but this is real. These people that are doing this to me are crazy. They want me to look like I am. So I don't know. There's so much about my life from when I was a kid all the way up to now that I have answers for somebody that has questions somewhere in the world that I can help put things together. If anybody else is like me trying to figure this out, but I would never have went this far if nobody had hurt me. I would have never checked into it. I would have never tried. If they would have left me alone, I would have been okay. I would have never studied the music. But that's another Sting song, things we learn about that's not in college. I forget how the song goes, but it's another Madonna song. Alright, I'm closing this. I talked too long. I gotta get back to work.